You want to become a screenwriter, but you don't know what the first steps are. You've been writing for a couple of years, but haven't had that breakthrough moment yet. You've sold your first script, but you're struggling to find repeat success. These are all common issues that most writers face at different stages in their career. But here's the thing. We always tend to focus on these problems in isolation rather than looking at the bigger picture. It's like trying to write a scene without knowing the plot. We need to shift our mindset from the immediate and center ourselves on the long term. Skill, creativity, routine, and habit. These can only get you so far. What you need is structure. So, using the famed hero's journey concept as inspiration, we have built a simple, easy to follow model that takes into account the full career of a screenwriter. Broken down into 3 phases and 12 steps, this model provides a tangible path that charts what you should expect along the way and highlights what stage you might currently be at. And today, we're going to walk you through this new model, detailing each of the steps along the way. So, fellow writers, let me introduce you to the screenwriter's journey. Just like the hero's journey, our screenwriting adventure starts in the ordinary world, or as the name suggests, life before writing. Every story has a starting point, including yours. Now, there may have been some simmering ambition or interest in pursuing the art of writing, but at this moment, the adventure hasn't begun. That is until the call to adventure, or the calling in our sense. This is the moment where a writer has the inspiration to tell a story. It could be a specific idea, or just a feeling inside, a pull to start brainstorming some concepts. And this can be followed by the refusal of the call, or the resistance. Was there a moment where you almost didn't pursue it? Something internal or external that compelled you not to pursue this idea or this career? Many times our ambition is present but dormant until we meet someone who helps activate it. At this stage, you meet your mentor. Inspiration and isolation are very rare bedfellows. There's usually someone who provides a little bit of encouragement, support, or even a final push. It could be a friend, a colleague, a family member, or even an actual writer that you admire. This is an incredibly important step and an incredibly important figure in your life. So be sure to not lose contact with them on your path. Now we come to the final step in the first phase, your first story. An exciting, also kind of scary moment. We tend to overthink so much here, but the main thing, the most important thing is to start and finish your story. Don't get bogged down in details or rewriting the early parts. The only way the rest of your journey continues is if you can finish the first draft of your story, here and now. We now move on to the next phase of our journey, which we call the opportunity. By now, you should have the first draft of your story. It's not perfect, but guess what? It never will be. So don't worry about it. The most important thing is that you've proven to yourself and to others around you that you can indeed reach the finish line. And that is critical for this next stage, challenges and community. Being a screenwriter is more than just the words on the page. This is a relationship-based industry and a competitive one as well. There will be adversaries, gatekeepers, charlatans, grifters, and slimeballs. But there will also be some of the most creative, inspiring people you will ever meet. And this is the stage where you encounter all of them. Fun and frustration collide. But we can't make it easy for you, right? That just wouldn't be interesting. And hardship is the fuel of progress after all. Next up in the hero's journey is the approach to the innermost cave. But for the screenwriter's journey, it is sharpening your craft. You have no laurels to rest on just yet, so continue to write, learn and connect. Get better, aim to add value, and soon enough you will reach the next stage. Preparation meets opportunity. This is where the hard work begins to pay off. Maybe not financially yet.
Get out!
But you start to receive positive feedback on your work, or you start to make some strong connections that could lead to promise down the road. There's no timeline here. It's different for everybody, but if you stay focused, alert, and true to your own voice, you will find the breakthrough. After all that work, you finally score a victory. This could be selling your script or using your spec script as leverage to land a paying job. But you did it. You found your first tangible success in this zany industry. It took a lot to get here, but here's the thing, you're only just getting started. And that leads to step 10, navigating initial success. There's a shelf life for your initial success, and many writers find it difficult to repeat or expand their first moment of success. That is why for this stage, it's important to step back, take a look at the bigger picture of your career, and be strategic in your planning. Now it's time to take this hobby, this vocation, this dream, and turn it into the career, which is the name of the third phase. And first up in the career phase is finding your rhythm. If you knock on the table once, what is that? A beat? It made a noise, but in isolation it doesn't amount to anything. If you knock twice, now you have 2 beats. This could be a coincidence. Once you have 3 beats, you now have a pattern. And rhythm is all about the pattern of regularly reoccurring beats. It's the rule of 3, and this is a good way of approaching this point of your journey. Can you take this once-off moment and repeat it again and again? If you can, then you will reach the final stage, the professional. Congratulations, you have successfully navigated through the 12 stages of the screenwriter's journey. This doesn't mean that it's over. In fact, there is plenty left to do. You will continue to encounter challenges and build upon your community. However, just like the hero's journey, a transformation has occurred. Through your obstacles and opportunities, you have sharpened your craft, navigated rough waters, and found your rhythm as a professional writer. A master of both worlds who can return home changed, but not complete. What do you think? Just like the story structure models, it can be pretty helpful to have a framework for where your story is going. Hopefully, the screenwriter's journey will provide you with some guidance or encouragement when you need it the most. Which phase are you currently in? And what stage would you like more help, guidance, or assistance in? Let us know in the comments. And also, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out. And if you enjoyed this chop and need help with your first story or sharpening your craft, we got you covered here. Click this chop and I will see you on the other side.